Yes, dear 10th standard students, see these are structure-based questions. Given alongside is a diagram of smear of human blood. Study the same and answer the questions that follow. Smear is they are taking a drop on the slide and then spreading it and uh, observing minutely under microscope. So name the parts labeled 1, 2, 3 and 4 indicated by guidelines. So 1 would be RBC that you can see by concave with depression. Then 2 will be WBC because prominent nucleus is visible. Number 3 is platelet, small size, and 4 is plasma. Mention two structural difference between parts labeled 1 and 2. 1 and 2 structural difference they are asking. I have given today only structural difference between WBCs and RBCs that you can write. What is the main function of parts labeled 1, 2 and 3? 1 for gaseous exchange, 2 for producing, it is having 3-4 functions: phagocytosis, inflammation, okay, then producing antibodies, and this is responsible for clotting of blood. Lifespan of part labeled 1 is 120 days. Soluble protein found in 4 which helps in clotting of blood is fibrinogen is the protein, okay. Then given below is a highly schematic diagram of the human blood circulatory system. Which part, state the number, represent the heart that they are asking. So this represents heart that you can see. These are lungs. Number 3 represents heart. Number wise they have to ask. Reason, because this is superior and inferior vena cava entering it, and dorsal aorta arising, supplying blood to whole of the body, that these are the lungs. Which number represents the following? Aorta. Number 5. Renal vein is the vein which is arising from kidneys. Number 8. Stomach. Number 10. Then hepatic portal vein. Hepatic portal vein would be number 7. Pulmonary artery would be number 1. Then superior vena cava is this one, number 9, coming from head area. Then stomach is this, number 10. Then figure given below gives the diagrammatic cross section of 3 kinds of blood vessels. Identify the blood vessel A, B and C. Narrow lumen would be artery, muscular wall. This is vein and this one is capillary, only endothelial layer. Then name the parts labeled 1 to 4. Tunica externa, lumen, tunica media or muscular layer, and tunica interna or endothelial layer, okay. Then mention 2 structural difference between A and B that you can tell. Artery and vein, about their walls you can tell, or about lumen you can tell. That will be structural difference only. Then name the kinds of blood that flow through A and through B respectively. Through A is oxygenated blood, through B it is deoxygenated blood. Exceptional cases are pulmonary artery and pulmonary vein. In which of the vessels referred to as A above does the exchange of gases actually takes place? In C, exchange of gases takes place through capillaries only, diffusion of the substances. Then the diagram given below represents the human heart in one phase of its activity. Study the same and then answer the questions that follow. Name the phase. But we have to see the diagram. Which part of the heart is contracting in this phase? Give a reason. This is, these valves are closed, so this is ventricular systole, okay. And second question was, which part of heart is contracting? The ventricles are contracting because these valves are closed and this ventricles are pushing the blood towards aorta and pulmonary artery. Name the parts numbered 1 to 6. 1 would be pulmonary artery, 2 would be dorsal aorta, 3 is pulmonary vein bringing oxygenated blood. This is left auricle, left ventricle. This is right ventricle. and this is vena cava they have given. What type of blood flows through the parts marked 1 and 2? Through 1, deoxygenated blood, through 2, oxygenated blood. How many valves are closed in this phase? 2 valves. Bicuspid and tricuspid valve are closed. This is tricuspid, this is bicuspid valve. These are closed. Study the following diagram carefully and then answer the following questions. This is, name the cells labeled 1. This is RBC, biconcave, the dumbbell shaped is visible from side view. This is WBC. Identify the phenomena occurring in A, that is diapedesis. The WBCs are squeezing out through the walls of capillaries. This is diapedesis. Mention 2 structural difference between 1 and 2. Again, between RBC and WBC you have to tell presence and absence of nucleus, or you can tell about presence and absence of hemoglobin present here. This is white in color and that is biconcave. This is rounded. 2 structural difference between 1 and 2 that we have done. Name the process occurring in B and C. B, we are having phagocytosis. The germs or foreign substances are engulfed by this WBC. State the importance of this process in the human body. It prevents diseases because germs are, foreign substances are engulfed. So protection, immunity basically. Given below is a diagrammatic representation of certain types of blood vessels in the human body. This is of course artery, arteriole, capillaries joining to venules, veins. Identify the type of blood vessels numbered 1 to 5. This is aorta, artery, arteriole, venule, and these are capillary. 4 and 5 will be vein. Where can such an arrangement be found? For example, in lungs or in heart walls. In lungs it would be found around the alveoli. This structure would be found around alveoli. Okay. Then or in heart walls also it would be there in coronary arteries. The diagram below shows the part of capillary bed in an organ of the human body. Some of the blood arriving at the capillary at points labeled A move out into spaces between the tissue cells. Study the diagram and answer the following. This is arteriole, arterial end of capillary network. Tissue cells are there. Venous end of capillary network, venule. Arrows indicate direction of fluid flow. Tissue cells. When the liquid from the blood surrounds the cells, what it is called? It is called tissue fluid. Name any one important component of blood which remains inside the capillaries and fails to move out into the spaces. RBCs, they do not move out. Okay. Some of the liquids surrounding the cells does not pass directly back into blood but eventually reaches it by another route through vessel X. Name the fluid present in vessel X. That will be lymph. Say 2 important functions performed in our body by the fluid present in vessel X. That will be functions of lymph you may mention. That's all for this. If still any doubt you may ask me. Thank you.